right now.
Welcome to Legendary Fighters TV, March 13th, 1999.
And we're underway.
Don't get low.
A date that should have been etched in history as the coronation of a king, but instead became the biggest crime scene in boxing history.
To that body and make him drop.
Lennox Lewis, the 6'5" specimen from Britain, stepping into the lion's den against the indomitable, real deal Evander Holyfield.
For Evander Holyfield, and he cringes against the ropes as Lewis lands a right hand.
The stakes, every piece of gold that matters, the WBC, WBA and IBF titles. Two men enter, only one can be undisputed.
Upper deck, we're now, and he comes out in a very aggressive posture.
But in this game, sometimes the deadliest punches aren't thrown by the fighters, they're thrown by the judges.
It's like a pillow.
Holyfield landed a left hook inside and lands a right hand, and Lewis is stunned.
The bell rings and Holyfield hunts. He promised a third-round knockout, and for a moment, he looks like a prophet. He cracks Lewis with a monstrous left hook inside, following up with a right cross that stuns the Brit. Lewis is reeling, his head snapped back, the MSG crowd exploding. But Lennox Lewis wasn't just a brawler, he was a tactical genius. He weathers the storm, leans on his 84-inch reach, and begins to dismantle Holyfield's aggression with a jab that feels like a lead pipe to the forehead.
The frequency. He just doesn't believe in his jab, though.
Left hook lands for Holyfield, backs Lewis into the corner again. Lewis with a right.
By round 5, the tide turns into a tsunami. Lewis stops playing and starts punishing.
Against Holyfield on the defensive. Right hand lands.
He busts Holyfield open with a savage 4-punch combination that leaves the real deal looking human for the first time in years. Listen to the thud of those shots.
Landed flush. Long time left in the round.
Now and then.
Blood along the bridge of the...
Lewis is tripling his effectiveness by digging short right hands and uppercuts into Holyfield's jaw. Emmanuel Stewart is screaming from the corner. Up the uppercut!
So far, he's following it almost to the tee, but Holyfield lands up.
And Lewis obeys. He is bullying the bully. Holyfield is playing possum, trying to survive the onslaught. But Lewis is landing with the frequency of a machine gun.
Backward when they come together.
You don't follow a puncher around. You just don't do that. Lewis, every now and then, whenever he drops his hand or bend his waist, he get in trouble looking like the better one. When you think about what's going in.
Well, when he uses the uppercut, George, he triples his effectiveness as an in-fighter.
To his right and make him throw his left hook.
Lewis landed a short right hand with a thud. Thought for a minute he might have Holyfield.
That's even better because if Holyfield charges him a little bit, he can even put a little power to it.
The championship rounds. This is where legends are forged. Holyfield, sensing his title slipping away, launches a desperate, heroic rally in the 9th. It's the indomitable warrior we've seen 100 times before. But Lewis doesn't back down. He stands his ground in the center of the ring, meeting fire with fire. He snaps Holyfield's head back again with a right cross that would have decapitated a lesser man. By the end of the 12th, the stats are a bloodbath. Lewis outlanded Holyfield by over 100 punches.
Dramatically since the impeachment, but if a Brit wins, it will be the biggest news in the British Isles for many a decade.
The world knew the winner. The Garden knew the winner. Then, the unthinkable.
We go to the scorecards at this time. Judge at ringside, Eugenia Williams.
115 to 113 Holyfield. 116 to 113 Lewis. 115 to 115 even. A draw. Listen to the reaction. That isn't just noise. That is the sound of a travesty, an outrage, a highway robbery in broad daylight. Lennox Lewis stood in the heart of New York, beat their champion in every single department, and was denied his destiny by a scorecard that defied logic. Lewis won the fight, but the system stole his glory.
Retain their belts.
That's a travesty. That is, ladies and gentlemen, a travesty, an outrage, a highway robbery. Lennox Lewis has just been robbed of the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. He won it, and he didn't get it.